Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and again I am back with the FP&A video. So before starting the video, I want to personally thanks to those who has responded me on Instagram and on comment section in my videos as well. So I got to know that some of the people who are from outside India are also watching my videos, so it's like big motivation for me and they responded me as well. And I got to know that some of the candidates got a job in FP&A after watching my videos and getting some understanding about FP&A. So it's like motivation for me and it gives me a kick to make more videos on FP&A. So I'll try to make more videos and publish it on my channel. So not taking much time, let's start the video. The main purpose of making this video is to explain the month-end activities that we are performing in finance profiles, not only in FP&A but in F&A, in GL, O2C, AP. So in current scenario, interviewers are asking from candidates that what month-end activities they are performing, just to check on each workday what activities they are performing, and just to check if they are matching with the job description and if they are comfortable to fit in the profile that they are offering to the candidate. So first of all, you have to analyze the points that mentioned in the job description and to analyze that for which profile interviewer is looking for. Majorly in finance activities, there are some profiles which I have considered and you can see it on screen. So related to invoice processing, customer vendor setup, so this is falling into AR, AP and O2C profiles. And if the activities are related to P&L and FR, means financial reporting, so that will fall into P&L, cash flows, balance sheet and trial balance, and GL reporting as well. So FP&A related activities are also in P&L and balance sheet items. So you need to analyze the points in the job description and to make the bullets in your resume, so that whenever interviewer picks up your resume, so they can check, yeah, these are the bullets that they are looking for and these are the main activities that a candidate should perform if they hire them. So this is the main fundamental, that how interviewer picks up the resume and what are the bullet points that you should make in your resume, and if it is matching with the job profile, the job description that they have offered, so it will be a quick through to pick up your resume and you will be offered the first round. Now the question comes in that how to explain the month-end activities in a way that interviewer can understand easily. So I have mentioned some to-dos. So first of all, just make the list of activities that you are performing on workday or business day wise. And activities should be starting from the working day as you actually do month end in your work profile. Means if your activities are starting from the minus days, then start explaining the activities from minus days. And if it is starting from +1, +2, means the starting of the month, then you can explain in that ways. And I believe everyone understands that what WD and BD stands for, but still let me explain. BD and WD stands for business day and working day. So in some of the organization, the work days are used, and some of the activities, BD activities, are used. So BD -1 or WD minus means last working day of the month or business day of the month, and if it is -2, -3, then second last or third last business day or working day. And again, if I'll go on the plus side, then VD +1, WD +1 is first working day, first business day, and so on. So that kind of terms and work days you can use for explaining your month-end activities, and that will be easily understandable by the interviewer. But yes, you can say in some of the domestic organizations or in small firms where people are working, then their work days and business day activities may not apply. But yes, they are also working on P&Ls and all that stuff. So I have mentioned and explained the activities by P&L wise as well, and within bracket I have mentioned the WDs or business days as well, so you can correlate with it. So I am starting with the P&L activities, I would say. So first of all, in every organization we are closing the revenue. So top line is considered as revenue. So from -5 to +1, we all are working on closing the revenue. It could be like contract setup, defer of revenue, revenue actualization, deferment, accruals, and that kind of stuff we are working within -5 to +1. When revenue get actualized, it get closed, then we are moving to direct cost. Like in P&L also, it started from revenue, direct cost and indirect cost. In the same way we are doing in our organizations as well. So we are closing the direct cost. It could be like GL closure, AP closure, and if any cost reclasses and any accrual needs to be done. So after that we are closing our gross margin, actualizing it. Then we are moving to indirect cost, and indirect closed down on +1 to +6, and it includes allocation of indirect cost, basis and corrections if any reclasses needs to be done and all that stuff. Then we are calculating our operating margins, net margin. Then we are doing variance analysis, and we are doing it side by side. It also starts from workday +4 +6 when we are closing our cost, revenue, and it will be going to side by side in FP&A. So we are doing that kind of analysis and checking it out, that why the variance is coming, and to take corrective actions. It can be sorted down by posting the accruals and all that stuff. Then after that, after closing it all, we are doing the rolling forecast, or to update the forecast for upcoming months or rest of the year. So in that ways you can explain your activities. If anyone is doing working in direct cost only, then they can explain the direct cost and the work days related to it. And if anyone is doing in indirect cost only, then they can explain in that ways. Any head, if any candidate is working, they can explain in that ways. And if anyone is looking for whole P&L and FP&A part as well, so they can explain the whole activities. And if I say in finance we are performing only month-end activities, so it will be like big no, because there are some quarterly activities, half yearly activities and yearly activities that we are performing. And in FP&A majorly we have some yearly activities as well, and that is mentioned on screen. It's related to budgeting of revenue, direct cost and indirect cost. So rolling forecast we are doing on monthly basis or bi-monthly or quarterly basis, but when we are making budgets, so we are doing it on yearly basis. And if you want to know more about budgeting and forecasting, I have made some more videos on it, so you can check the playlist that will be showing on the screen in last 5 to 10 seconds. You can go it on that playlist and check all the other videos I have made. Around 7 to 8 videos I've already made on it. So that kind of budgeting activities we are performing on yearly basis. Then support costs as well, SG&A allocations and IT cost budgeting, resources like headcount and seats budgeting. So that kind of budgeting and trend analysis we are doing, and how the higher organization reviews it and how we are making changes, what trend analysis are. So that kind of yearly activities or quarterly or half yearly activities we are performing. So we need to explain that as well. So first of all, go to month end activities that you are doing on regular basis, then explain the yearly activities that you are doing on yearly basis. So that kind of stuff you have to explain also. So I believe I make it comfortable that how to explain the month end or yearly activities, and how to make it easy to make understand the interviewer that yeah, on these work days we are performing these activities. So if he has any query or any question, that they can ask you, and they can easily correlate with the profile that they are offering. So that's very easy, and use very easy words to and very layman language, so that because there are some systems and some apps that we are using, maybe the other organizations are not using. So just try to use it very normal and layman language. Yeah, there are also some not to do's that we should not use while delivering an interview. So don't use complex terms which you might be using in your current profile and need detailed discussion. Means any application or any thing that you are using in your current profile, and that's not being used across, or that's something complex to explain. So try to avoid that words and that explanations, because interviewer may get confused and they are keep on asking you questions and drilling it down. So try to avoid them if you can. Then mixing up of revenue explanation with direct and indirect costs, or missing out the source of costs where it is occurring from. So don't try to mix it up, the revenue explanation with the cost and with the indirect cost. Just try to be very streamlined. Just go on revenue first, then come on direct cost, then come on indirect cost. That how the P&L works. So try to be very easy, and do not mix up with the source of cost. Means you are explaining any cost like IT cost, so you should be aware of that where it is occurring from and what are the source and why we are using that IT cost. So that kind of explanation you are already familiar with, and you can easily explain if any query comes in. And unable to explain certain terms mentioned in your resume. Yeah, there are some complex terms or some applications that you have mentioned it on your resume, but you are unable to explain the interviewer in a very layman language, so it may confuse the interviewer. So try to avoid such terms, and if you have mentioned and you want to explain, so try to do some hard work on it, and so that you can explain each and everything about that. And some explanations which may confuse the interviewer and he may ask you for further explanations on it, I think I have already discussed it. And explaining terms and activities which are not there in job description of, yeah, so if there are some activities which are in job descriptions and you have not gone through, and they may ask you on questions on that point, so that's also give a negative impact on the interviewer. So trying to go through the job description before appearing on an interview. So if you are aware of all the terms, then it will be very easy for you to pitch in and to appear for the next round. So again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I have seen that so many reactions and so many positive responses I got, as I explained earlier as well. So thank you so much, and keep in touch with me, and please respond to me on Instagram. I am not trying to earn anything from out of you, but yeah, it will give me a motivation if I'm getting responses. And I got some responses from out of India as well, so that's very motivation for me, and that's why I'm making more videos on it. So keep in touch, please subscribe the channel, and please press the bell icon as well, and comment if you have any query, and you can reach me out on Instagram as well. So thank you so much, we'll meet you soon. Bye bye, take care.